Take a slow breath in and let it fall out, gently, like a leaf drifting toward a quiet river. You don't have to rush. You don't have to fix anything. Just arrive, here, in this moment. Let the breath soften the edges of your day. Let it smooth the places that feel tight or tangled, like cool water finding its way through warm stones. You begin to loosen. Again, inhale softly and exhale even slower, allowing the body to begin its natural descent into calm. Feel the weight of the air as it enters. Feel the ease as it leaves. A gentle tide, moving in and out. Steady, patient. Your body knows this rhythm. It remembers it, the way a river remembers its path. You're simply returning to what has always been here. Let your shoulders melt, like petals resting on the surface of a still pond, held, supported, without effort. Let the muscles around your face settle. Let the jaw release, unclench, soften. You don't need to hold anything right now. With your next breath, allow the spine to lengthen a little, not forced, just naturally rising, like a reed moving with the wind. And as you exhale, feel your whole body sigh, a quiet, grateful release. There is nothing you need to chase, no habit to react to, just this breath, this softness, this gentle beginning. Imagine a quiet river beside you. The water is slow, silver, moonlit. Everything heavy begins to drift toward that river. Your thoughts, your worries, the small habits that pull you off balance. Let them float, one by one, like tiny leaves on the surface of a calm stream. You don't need to push them away. Just let them move, naturally, following the river's tender current. Feel the air around you, cool, soft, opening, a breeze brushing through the branches of your inner world. This breeze carries clarity, it carries space, it carries the promise that nothing is fixed, nothing is permanent. Let the breath become your refuge. Inhale, to soften. Exhale, to let go. Slowly, gently, your body begins to settle into the earth. Feel the ground beneath you, steady, warm, holding you without demand. You are supported, you are safe, you are allowed to rest here. Everything is slowing down, the way twilight settles over a quiet forest, the way moonlight rises over a still lake. In this soft dimness, your nervous system unwinds, untangling the knots of old reactions, old patterns. You don't have to escape your habits right now, just watch them. With the calm eyes of the evening sky, notice the chest rising on the inhale. Notice it falling on the exhale. Simple, honest, present, and as you breathe, feel a sense of spaciousness opening inside you, like a lantern being lit in the deepest part of the night. There is a gentle glow forming, a warmth that doesn't rush, a tenderness that doesn't cling. This is your inner moonlight, soft, steady, illuminating without force. Let it fill the body from within. Let it shine on the places you have tightened. Let it shine on the habits that react automatically. Let it shine on the part of you that longs to be free. Feel your breath expanding, like a tide rising to touch the shore. Feel it returning, like the tide sliding back into its quiet depth. Nothing in nature hurries. The wind moves without striving. The river flows without ambition. Let yourself follow that rhythm. Slow, wandering, gentle, held by something larger than effort. With each breath, soften a little more. With each exhale, release a little deeper. Like mist dissolving into morning air, you are arriving into stillness, into clarity, into the quiet space beneath every habit. Feel the body growing lighter. Feel the mind growing wider. Feel the heart becoming spacious, like an open field. Every inhale brings you inward. Every exhale brings you home. This is the doorway to calm. And now, as the breath slows, notice how the mind begins to settle. A soft settling, like moonlight resting on the petals of a white lotus, unhurried, serene. Let that image stay with you. A white lotus, floating on still water. unmoving, untouched by the past. Your breath is the water beneath it, clear, steady, trustworthy. And you are the lotus resting on that breath, supported by its quiet strength. With each moment, feel the body becoming quieter. Feel the mind becoming softer, a natural unwinding, like dusk opening into night. Everything is slowing, settling, deepening, and from this softness, a doorway opens, a doorway into your inner landscape. So take one more gentle breath, in through the nose and out through the mouth, slow, like drifting snow. Let the body rest, let the mind open, let the heart become clear, because as the body settles, the mind begins to bloom, and when the mind blooms, the truest journey begins. Take a slow breath in and let it settle, deep, gentle, steady. As you breathe out, feel the surface of your inner world begin to soften, as if a quiet lake were unfolding inside your chest. Imagine this lake, still, wide, untouched by wind, a mirror of silence, reflecting only what is true. Let your awareness drift toward this inner lake, no effort, no pushing, just arriving there. Like walking to the edge of calm water at night, you stand beside the surface and the moon hangs above you, pale, steady, timeless. Its reflection lies on the water, a white path of light, guiding you inward. Take another breath, slowly, and as you exhale, let the water become even more still. This stillness is where you begin, where you can see things clearly, where old habits rise like ripples, gentle, undeniable. You don't need to search for them, you don't need to call them by name. Just watch. As the water begins to move, a tiny wave, barely visible, stirs beneath the moonlight. This first ripple is a habit you know well, a reaction, a pattern, a familiar tension, one that returns again and again, almost on its own. Don't judge it, don't push it away. Just let it be a small movement in a quiet lake. The ripple expands, slowly, softly, as if it has all the time in the world. You watch it, without fear, without tightening, just noticing, just witnessing, just breathing. Inhale and see the ripple clearly. Exhale and allow it to pass. Let this be your rhythm, the breath and the quiet seeing. Your old habits are not storms. They are not tsunamis tearing through your life. They are ripples, tiny waves, beginning in the mind. Some ripples come from old stories. Some come from old fears. Some come from wounds you never meant to keep. Let them rise. Let them show themselves. You are safe here, watching from the shore. Each time a ripple forms, just breathe. Let it move at its own pace. Notice how it grows, travels, and fades. No ripple stays forever. No wave remains on the surface. Everything comes, and everything goes. This is the first teaching, the teaching of seeing, the teaching of gentle awareness. Feel your breath glide in, like moonlight touching water. Feel your breath glide out, like water releasing its shine. And in this glow, another ripple appears. A different habit, familiar, subtle. Perhaps it is impatience. Perhaps it is self-doubt. Perhaps it is the urge to react before understanding. Whatever it is, let it rise. Let it show its shape. You are not here to fight it. You are not here to fix it. You are here simply to see. Seeing is enough. Seeing brings softening. Softening brings release. Take another gentle breath. Feel the belly rise. Then fall like a drifting cloud. Your inner lake responds to this breath. The water calms, the moon becomes brighter, and with each moment of stillness, you begin to see deeper. You begin to see beneath the surface. The ripples become clearer, their origins become softer, their power becomes smaller, because you're not inside them anymore. You are the watcher, not the wave. Another ripple forms, this one slightly larger, a habit tied to emotion. Maybe it is anger, a quick spark, a tightening of the chest. Maybe it is worry, the mind rushing ahead, creating storms where none exist. Maybe it is a voice inside you, telling you who you should be, who you must be, but you just watch, standing on the silent shore, letting the moonlight do the work. Inhale, soften the ripple. Exhale, let it drift away. If the water stirs more strongly, let it. If it becomes completely still, let it. You are not here to control the lake, only to witness it, to understand its nature. And in this understanding, a great safety begins to grow, a quiet strength. Because when you watch the ripple, you no longer become the ripple. You remain the lake, deep, calm, unchanging beneath the movement. Feel the moon above you. Sense its cool silver glow. It lights everything without judgment. Let that light fill your mind. Let it reveal the patterns you carry. Not to blame, but to understand. A clear mind is like clear water. A calm mind is like a still lake. A wise mind reflects truth as easily as moonlight. Now watch as a new ripple appears, not from the past, but from this very moment. A reaction trying to rise, a habit trying to speak, a familiar tightening attempting to return. But today, you do not follow it, you simply watch. This is how change begins, not with force, but with quiet clarity. Inhale, see it clearly. Exhale, release your grip. Feel your breath move again. Feel it soften your chest. Feel it open the space behind your heart. Let that openness widen. Let it become a gentle sky within you, a sky the moon can shine through. And as you breathe, notice something subtle. The ripples are still there, but they no longer disturb you. They rise, they fall, they disappear, just like thoughts, just like emotions, just like old habits. You begin to see the truth. They never had the solidity you once believed. They were movement, nothing more. Let this awareness soak into you, like moonlight soaking into still water, like calmness soaking into tired bones. You are becoming spacious. You are becoming steady. You are becoming clear. Now imagine leaning slightly closer to the lake, watching the surface with tender curiosity. With the patience of a monk listening to wind, another ripple appears. It widens, it stretches, then fades into the silence around it. There is no need to stop it, no need to fear it. It is only a ripple. Breathe in, slowly, allowing the mind to stay soft and open. Breathe out, slowly, letting the ripple pass through. This is the practice of seeing, the practice of witnessing without entangling, the practice of gentle attention. You are learning to stand beside your own mind, not inside the storm of habit, but beside it, watching with moonlit clarity. This is freedom beginning. This is awareness returning. This is you, coming home to yourself. Let the lake grow quieter now. Let the moon grow brighter. Let the breath flow more deeply. The ripples will return again later. That is their nature. But now, you know how to see them. You know they are small. You know they pass. You know they cannot define the lake. So take one more slow breath, holding it gently, then letting it drift out like a soft wave. Feel yourself rooted, calm, here. You are safe to look inside, safe to witness your patterns, safe to meet your own mind. And in this safety, something opens, something spacious, something peaceful. The moonlight reaches the deepest part of the lake. The water becomes glass-like, reflecting everything, disturbing nothing. And as the mind becomes still, the truth becomes clear. You are not the ripple. You are the lake, vast, gentle, luminous beneath the moon. Hold this truth softly. Let it settle in your heart. Let it rest beneath your breath. Because from this clarity, the journey of release will begin. Breathe in, slowly. Let the breath soften the edges of your awareness, like dew forming on a quiet leaf. Stay here, in the hush between moments. There is nothing to fix, nothing to chase, just this gentle presence settling inside you. Let your attention drift, like a lantern floating on still water. not pushing, not reaching, only resting. In this quiet space, things begin to show themselves. Old patterns, old reflexes, old stories you've carried for years. They rise like faint ripples under moonlight. You don't need to judge them. Judgment is the wind that disturbs the lake. Let the lake rest so you can see clearly again. Watch each thought, each memory, each tendency appear softly, like a small bubble rising from the lake bed, then fading. No forcing, no tightening, just watching. The way a monk watches incense smoke drift upward without trying to shape its path. Your mind has weathered countless seasons, storms, droughts, bright mornings, long nights. All of it has left traces. Some traces are gentle, some are heavy, all are impermanent. Let that truth settle into your breath. Everything changes, everything passes, like clouds caught in slow wind. Impermanence is not a threat. It is a doorway, a soft opening to renewal. When a habit rises, see it clearly. Name it gently in your heart. Here you are. Then watch it unfold without fear. Some patterns might appear as tension in the chest, others as a tightening in the jaw, or an old memory flickering behind the eyes. Let them come. They are only waves. They are not the ocean, and you are vast like the ocean. Feel the breath brushing through you, like cool river water. Each inhale polishing something within, each exhale releasing something tired. Now, imagine there is a mirror inside your chest. A simple mirror, clear, still, ancient. Over time, dust has settled on this mirror, not by mistake, simply by being alive, simply by moving through the world. The dust is your old conditioning, your automatic reactions, your fear-made habits. No need to resent the dust. It's just dust. Just a thin veil, covering what is naturally bright. In Zen, we don't scrape the mirror harshly. We don't rush to shine it. We simply breathe and let clarity return on its own. Feel the breath pass through the body again, gentle, like a palm sweeping across silk, light, like snowfall drifting. With every exhale, a little dust loosens, falls away, returning to where it belongs. You don't have to judge what falls. You don't have to analyze the dust. Just notice and release. Thoughts may whisper, I should be calmer, I should be better, I should not think this. Smile at those whispers. They're only old echoes. They don't hold truth. Let them pass. The way morning mist slides off a quiet pond. Effortless, natural. Remember, the moon never blames the clouds that hide it. It simply waits, knowing the sky will clear. Your awareness can be like that moon. When a harsh memory comes, look softly, not as a judge, but as a witness. Feel its shape, its weight, its story. And then, see its impermanence. See how it shifts when you breathe, how it loosens when you stop clinging. Nothing in your mind is fixed. Nothing is final. Everything dances. Your breath is the rhythm beneath that dance. Slow, steady, ancient. Let yourself sink deeper into this truth. Patterns are not you. They arise and fade, just like dust floating in a sunbeam, just like petals drifting on a slow river, just like footprints erased by evening wind. Stay with the breath, in, cool and wide, out, soft and releasing. Notice how the mirror within begins to reflect light again, faint at first, then brighter. This light is your natural clarity, your original mind, unbroken, even when forgotten. It has always been here, behind the habits, behind the old stories. You may feel a quiet warmth spreading inside, like the first glow of moonrise, touching a still pond. Let that warmth settle. Every breath reveals more clarity. Every pause washes away another layer of dust, not through effort, but through awareness. Imagine the moon overhead, silver, Slow, steady, its reflection touches the inner mirror, touches the surface of your awareness, touches the quiet space behind your thoughts. In that reflection, everything softens, everything becomes gentle, nothing demands anything from you. You are safe to look, safe to feel, safe to release. Let the breath guide you deeper, let the moonlight guide you inward, let the stillness guide you home. Whenever a judgment arises, this is wrong, this is bad, I am failing, let the breath whisper back. Let go, let the judgment drift, like a leaf floating out of sight. You don't need it, you never did. Feel the body relax another degree, the shoulders drop, the heart untangles. Within the silence, notice tiny shifts, a small easing around the ribs, a slight warmth in the palms. These are signs, the mind opening, the mirror clearing. Let an old memory rise now, whichever one wants to. Don't choose it, let it come. Maybe it's a mistake you made, a wound, a regret. Bow to it inwardly, a gesture of respect, then let it dissolve. It's only dust. It cannot stain the mirror, it never could. Each moment is new. Each breath is a fresh river flowing through you. Nothing old can survive in a river that keeps moving. Feel the movement inside. Slow, circular, like moonlight stirring beneath water. Impermanence becomes comfort, not fear. It means you can change. It means nothing owns you. Let that truth expand gently through your chest. A widening, a quiet opening. When you breathe in, imagine the mirror shining brighter. When you breathe out, imagine the dust lifting like faint smoke. Breath as cleansing, breath as purification. Your awareness becomes like a polished surface, clear enough to hold the reflection of the moon, clear enough to hold the reflection of your true self. No judgment, no pushing, only being. Let the breath slow another shade. Let the spine soften. Let the ground beneath support you fully. You are held. You are supported. You are not alone in your own mind. Stay here, a little longer, in this space where nothing is wrong, where nothing is broken. A quiet truth surfaces. You don't have to fight your patterns. You only need to see them. Seeing is the beginning of release. Release is the beginning of freedom. Freedom is the nature of your mind. Let this truth echo softly inside, like a bell fading into dusk. Clear, gentle, endless. Now imagine the mirror of your heart expanding, becoming wide, like a lake under night sky. Still, reflective, open. The moonlight spreads across it, silver ripples radiating outward, touching everything gently. In this silver light, every old trace loses weight. Every fear becomes lighter. Every habit becomes transparent. You don't have to identify with any of them. You don't have to carry anything. You are allowed to be free. Take a deeper breath now. Let it rise like a tide. Let it fall like a soft wave. Notice how clear the inner mirror has become. Bright, quiet, pure. You are seeing things as they are, without judgment, without distortion. This clarity is your nature. This stillness is your ground. This moment is your home. Rest here, in the brightness you've uncovered. Feel it, trust it, and as you rest, know this: the dust may return, but so will the breath, so will the clarity, so will the light. Impermanence means nothing is final. Not the dust, not the pain, not the past. Everything can shift, everything can soften, everything can open, including you. Stay with this truth for a few more breaths. Hold it gently. Let it hold you back. You are clearing. You are opening. You are returning to yourself. And the mirror within shines. Soft, unburdened, free. Settle again into the soft rhythm of your breath. Let the inhale rise, like a tide approaching shore. Let the exhale fall, like water returning home. There is a river inside you, a river that has always been flowing. Quiet, steady, patient. With every breath, you draw nearer to it, a step, then another, through the dusk of your inner landscape, until you stand at its edge. The river is calm tonight, glass-like, reflecting the silver of a high, gentle moon. Listen to it. It hums softly, like a sutra whispered by ancient rocks, a language older than thought. Feel the invitation in its sound, a call to release, a call to cleanse. As you breathe in, the river brightens. As you breathe out, the surface widens. Each breath shapes water into a soft mirror. This river holds no judgment. It accepts everything, carries everything, softens everything. Dip your attention into the water. Let it touch the surface, lightly, like fingertips sliding across cool silk. You might see old impressions floating there, a memory you've held too tightly, a regret curled like dry leaf, a moment that stayed longer than it needed to. Let the river take them. You don't need to push. Just loosen your grip and let the water gather them. Feel how gently the current moves. No urgency, no force, just a slow, steady wash. Your breath becomes the river's pulse. In, widening, out, cleansing. With each exhale, something is carried downstream. A little heaviness, a little fear, a little echo of the past. Watch them drift away, small shadows dissolving into silver dusk until they disappear. Now, bring your awareness deeper into the river. Not the surface, not the drifting traces, but the clarity beneath. It is bright there, quiet there, like light resting on the floor of the universe. In Zen, this clarity is called the water beneath the wave, always present. Even when the surface storms, let yourself sink into that brightness. Let the breath guide you downward, into the cool, into the still, into the clean. With each inhale, draw clarity upward. With each exhale, let impurities flow out. Breath as purification, breath as cleansing tide. Imagine the inhale as clear river water entering your chest, cool, bright, unhurried. Imagine it washing through the ribs, the heart, the belly, every organ rinsed, every muscle soothed, every tension smoothed like stone under centuries of water. The exhale carries the residue away, old fatigue, old tightness, old echoes. Let them drift downstream, farther and farther, until they are no longer yours to carry. Now, feel the moon above you, high, round, silent. Its light spills onto the river, a path of silver stretching across the water, a luminous bridge between breath and clarity. This moonlight is awareness, pure, unfiltered, unhurried. Let the moonlight touch your face, your chest, your inner river. Let it soften every place that was once contracted. With each inhale, draw the moonlight inward. Let it settle behind your ribs. Let it glow in the space just above your heart. This glow is not heat, it is presence, a gentle illumination that allows you to see yourself without distortion. Breathe into it, feel it widen, feel it open the inner landscape. You may notice a warmth unfurling a soft golden center beneath the silver light, a small sun rising inside moonlit water. Let it expand, let it reach the shoulders, the throat, the spine. This is the breath cleansing you from the inside outward. This is the river remembering its original purity. Now, imagine the river begins to move more deeply, not faster, just deeper. A current beneath the stillness, a quiet force clearing the unseen. This current flows through your thoughts, through the spaces between thoughts, through the silence beneath them. It washes the subtle tension, the faint, unnoticed clinging that lingers like dust in corners of the mind. Let it rinse those corners. Let it brighten them. Let it reveal that they were never dark to begin with. You might feel a sensation of inner widening, as if a door has quietly opened somewhere behind your sternum, as if space has returned to a place that once felt tight. Breathe into that space. Let it stretch. Let it glow. Now, look again at the river. Notice how clear it has become, how still, how luminous. The moon reflects perfectly now. A full circle, unbroken, pure. This reflection is you, your mind, when unburdened, your being, when unclouded. Let that realization sink softly into your breath. Clarity is not something you earn, it is something you uncover. As you breathe, let the inhale be discovery, let the exhale be release. If an old thought rises, a habit, a doubt, a reflex, bow to it gently, then let the river take it. You do not need to hold anything in your hands. You are learning the art of open palms, the art of water mind, the art of moonlit seeing. Now, imagine stepping slowly into the river, ankle deep, knee deep, waist deep. The water envelopes you, cool, steady, reassuring. Let it rise to the heart. Let it quiet the chest. Let it cradle the breath. In this immersion, you feel weightless, carried, supported. The river knows what to take, what to release, what to soften. Trust it, lean into it, float if you wish. There is no danger here, only cleansing, only renewal. Let your spine relax as if gravity dissolves. Let your breath become circular, no beginning, no end. You may feel as if you're glowing beneath the water, silver around the edges, soft gold at the center. This is clarity returning. This is your inner moon rising. This is your breath revealing its wisdom. Stay in the water. Let it move through every layer of you. The physical, the emotional, the subtle. If you feel any lingering tightness, a knot in the belly, a pinch in the chest, a lingering line across the forehead, imagine the river brushing against it, softening it, untying it, not by force, by presence, by patience. The water does not rush. It understands the pace of healing. It knows the rhythm of release. Let your breath match that rhythm. In, the river brightens. Out, the river clears. A few more breaths like this. Slow, circular, moonlit. Notice the river is no longer carrying heavy things. It is now carrying only light, only reflections, only the soft glow of awareness. You have shifted from cleansing to clarity. Let that clarity expand. Let it rise like mist off the water. Let it settle in the quiet spaces within you. You may feel your mind becoming transparent, a window instead of a wall, a mirror instead of a maze. This transparency is peace. This ease is your nature. This openness is your true ground. Let the moonlight brighten your inner sky. Let the breath rise like a gentle tide. Let the river reflect your truest self. There is nothing left to carry, nothing left to fix, nothing left to resist. Only breath, only light, only openness. Now, rise slowly from the river, not leaving the clarity, carrying it with you. The water slides off your skin, like old burdens falling away, like past stories dissolving. You step onto the riverbank, lighter, clearer, brighter. The moon follows you, shining, steady, silent. It rests above your heart now, a soft silver glow, a guide in the night. Breathe into that glow. Let it anchor you. Let it remind you, you are cleansed, you are open, you are clear. Rest here for a few breaths more, in the purity you've uncovered, in the moonlit clarity that is yours. Settle once more into the soft glow resting behind your heart, that quiet moonlight you carried from the river. Let it illuminate the space within your chest, the inner garden, the silent field, where transformation begins. Breathe gently, short inhale, long melting exhale. With each breath, the inner field brightens. A faint shimmer spreads across its surface, as if dew has formed in the soft dawn of your being. In the center of that field, something begins to appear. Small at first, a bud, round, closed, still humid from the night. A lotus, your lotus, formed from clarity, nourished by breath, rooted in your quiet courage. Approach it slowly, with the reverence of meeting an old friend who has waited lifetimes to see you. The lotus does not rush to open. It feels no pressure. It obeys no command. It blossoms when the inner weather is right, when honesty softens the air. when kindness warms the soil, when awareness clears the sky. Stand near it. Breathe with it. Let your breath become its sunlight. Inhale, warm the bud. Exhale, loosen its petals. A soft tremor moves through it. A subtle readiness. The slightest stirring, like a secret wanting to enter the world. Stay gentle. Stay slow. The heart does not unfold through force. As you breathe again, a single petal loosens, then another, like slender hands releasing their grip on something once tightly held. Each petal carries a memory, a habit, a fear that you no longer need. Feel them ease open, one by one, softening, brightening. Let your breath rinse them in quiet light. Let the lotus open at the pace of trust. With each unfolding petal, a part of your inner world becomes lighter, as though the flower is exhaling for you, releasing what you once carried alone. You may sense an expansion in your chest, a widening, a gentle warmth spreading along the ribs. Let it grow. This is rebirth. This is renewal. This is the inner dawn arriving. The lotus keeps opening, a slow unveiling, a sacred yawn of the heart. Breathe as its witness. Breathe as its companion. Inhale, the flower brightens. Exhale, the heart softens. Soon, you see the center, a golden core glowing like the first light of morning. This center is your true nature, clear, undefended, untouched by the habits you once believed defined you. Look into this golden core. Notice what you feel. A quiet joy, a tender familiarity, a sense of returning. Whatever arises, just hold it softly, like cradling a bird in your palms. Now, imagine the lotus expanding its glow outward, beyond its petals, across the inner field, filling your entire chest with dawn-colored warmth. This warmth is rebirth, a gentle ignition, a new way of seeing. Breathe into it. Let it reach your shoulders, your arms, your fingertips. Let it sink into the belly, clearing old contractions, unwinding subtle threads woven from past habits. Let it rise into the throat, softening the words you speak to yourself. Let it soothe the space behind your eyes, the place where old stories used to replay. You are being rewritten, not by force, but by unfolding, by the natural opening that comes when burden falls away. Now, as this light expands, you begin to notice something else, a doorway forming at the edge of your inner landscape. Not a door of wood, not a door of thought, but a threshold simple, open, quiet. This is the doorway of choice, the entrance to new patterns, new responses, new freedoms. Walk toward it slowly. With every step, feel the ground grow steadier beneath you, as if you are stepping onto your own becoming. The lotus light follows you, spilling across your path in a soft trail of gold. When you reach the doorway, pause, breathe. The air here feels different, clearer, lighter, new. This doorway is both invitation and reminder. You are not bound by the habits that once defined your days. You are not chained to the reactions learned long ago. You are not fixed. You are not finished. You are unfolding, just like the lotus. A breeze moves through the doorway. Not wind, but possibility. It brushes against your skin, cool, tender, and wise. It carries the scent of newness, as if the future itself is breathing. Let it touch you. Let it whisper to the places that once felt stuck. Softness is strength. Awareness is freedom. Choice is always here. You do not need to step through now. You only need to see that the doorway exists. That alone is liberation. Feel the truth of that settle into your body. A warm weight, a gentle grounding. The lotus behind you glows brighter, as if blessing this moment of recognition. You turn back to it, not leaving, but acknowledging. And as you do, you notice something new. The lotus is no longer separate from you. Its petals move with your breath. Its glow mirrors your consciousness. Its openness echoes your own. You are the lotus. You are the unfolding. You are the renewal. Let this truth sink deeper, into the spine, into the heart, into the breath. Each inhale now feels fuller, as if air enters a larger, clearer space. Each exhale feels softer, as if the body has learned to let go without effort. This is the beginning of a new relationship with yourself, one built on gentleness, one rooted in awareness, one nourished by choice. Now, let the lotus return to your center, not closing but settling, a quiet bloom resting in your heart. Its glow dims slightly, not fading, but integrating, becoming part of you, part of your breath, part of your way of seeing. Take a slow breath, feel the newfound softness, feel the quiet strength. You are no longer the person held tightly by old habits. You are the person who can watch them, meet them, and open beyond them. This is rebirth in the language of Zen, not dramatic, but natural, not forced, but allowed. A leaf falling, a petal opening, a dawn rising. Now, rest in this new space. Let the breath move like light wind through an open field. Let the heart remain spacious. Let the mind stay clear. You have entered the phase of possibility, of choice, of open paths. The lotus within you glows softly, guiding, steady, ever present. And from this glow, you sense a final whisper, gentle, warm, true. You are ready to choose differently, to respond rather than react, to open rather than contract, to breathe rather than repeat. Rest a moment longer in this truth that unfolds like dawn, this quiet knowing that freedom begins in a single breath. And when you are ready, we will continue. You return to your breath, soft, steady, familiar, a doorway that has always been here. Each inhale opens a little space. Each exhale releases an old knot. Nothing forced, just a natural loosening. Feel the subtle widening inside the chest, a slow unfurling, like a sail catching a gentle dawn breeze. Here, in this widening, a truth begins to shimmer. You've never been as trapped as you once believed. Not every thought is a chain. Not every memory is a wall. Many were just echoes, fading. Listen to the quiet beneath your thoughts. A wide, silky hush. A space untouched by fear. You rest your awareness there, like setting down a lantern, like lowering armor. Notice how the body softens when it stops defending. The shoulders release. The jaw loosens. The belly warms. You are entering inner freedom, not as a concept, but as a sensation, a felt truth. Freedom doesn't announce itself. It doesn't shout. It simply appears when nothing is pushing anymore. Breathe into that. A slow inhale, expanding the inner sky. A slow exhale, dissolving old boundaries. In this space, there is nothing to chase, nothing to prove, nothing to become. You are already enough, already whole, already here. Let that land, like soft snow settling over a quiet forest, weightless, silent, complete. You may notice a warmth rising at the sternum, a gentle pulse, as if the heart remembers a forgotten rhythm. This is spaciousness, returning, a natural homecoming. Let the warmth spread, up through the throat, down into the belly, out across the arms. You are no longer holding the world, and the world is no longer holding you. Spring water clarity fills the mind, not a thought, but a freshness, a glimmering emptiness. In that emptiness, freedom breathes, soft, luminous, like morning light drifting through shoji paper. You stand by the river inside you, its current slow, its surface smooth, a river without resistance. Every old tension drops into that water. Every old identity softens in its flow. You watch them drift and feel nothing pulling you back. This is the moment the inner air changes, becomes lighter, more transparent. You can now see through old patterns, as if they are thin veils, fluttering in the wind. You step past them, not in defiance, not in struggle, simply, naturally, like walking into open space. In this openness, you feel the boundaries of the self begin to blur. The body, the breath, the awareness, merging into a single quiet field. Nothing divides you from the moment. Nothing separates you from what is. This is unbound being, formless, fearless, weightless, The sky above you, real or imagined, opens wider, endless, blue like stillness itself. You rise into that sky, not with effort, but with permission. Inhale and feel the edges of your identity expand. Exhale and feel them dissolve into spacious clarity. Your breath becomes the horizon. Your awareness becomes the open plain. Your body becomes a soft echo inside infinite light. There is no pressure here, no expectation, only breath, only presence. Notice how silence feels different now. Not empty, but full of possibility, full of soft power. It holds you, like the ceiling of a dome, like a sky cupping a mountain peak. In this dome of silence, nothing grips you anymore. Not thought, not fear, not memory. Everything has space now, even discomfort, even the unknown. Freedom isn't the absence of turbulence, it's the presence of space around it. Vast space, unshakable space. Let your awareness widen again, past your chest, past your ribs, past the outline of your skin, wider until you sense the room around you, wider until you sense the horizon beyond the room, wider still until awareness holds everything at once. A vast bowl of presence, silent, unbordered, luminous, and you are the bowl, you are the holding, you are the vastness itself. The moon rises in this inner sky, pure, soft-edged, silver, like ancient memory. Its light spills across your awareness, cool, steady, tender. The moon sees everything in you and judges nothing. Its light enters the spaces that once felt tight. It brushes the corners that once felt shadowed. It illuminates the wounds that once felt hidden. Nothing recoils, nothing collapses, everything softens under this moonlit acceptance. Freedom is not a door you walk through. It is the moment you stop arguing with the present. Feel that moment now. Feel how the body adjusts to a truth this gentle. Feel how the breath relaxes into trust. The inner sky expands again, into silence so wide you can hear the faint hum of existence. You are resting in pure awareness now. Not thinking, not reaching, just resting. The old boundaries, the old roles, the old inner storms no longer feel like yours. They drift at the edge of the mind like distant weather. But you are the sky behind them, clear, unmoved, infinite. A feather of ease lands in the heart, a soft, bright feeling, a recognition. I am no longer bound. You breathe with that recognition, and the breath deepens, richer, smoother, holy in its simplicity. Feel the ribs expand like wooden doors opening. Feel the spine lengthen like a reed in quiet water. Feel the mind become a clear pond. Freedom flows through everything now, through limbs, through thoughts, through the silence between thoughts. You begin to see your inner world like a vast open valley, wind moving slowly, grass whispering, the air mild and forgiving. Nothing clings, nothing restricts, everything breathes. A gentle wind moves through your awareness, carrying the last remnants of old burdens. Lightly, tenderly, they lift, as if weightless, as if they were never truly yours. And you watch them go, not with relief, but with gratitude. For each weight taught you something, each knot carried a lesson, each fear held a doorway. Now the doorway stands open, you step through, and the world inside you opens wider. You sense a returning, a coming home, to a deeper spaciousness that has waited for you patiently. This spaciousness does not rise or fall, does not break or fade. It simply exists, eternal, unchanging, like the still core of a mountain. You rest there, in the mountain's heart, in the heart of your own awareness, and from that stillness, a quiet knowing rises. Nothing binds me now. You breathe into that knowing, and it blooms, soft petals opening in darkness, fragrant, gentle, infinite. The inner sky is clear, the inner river is calm, the inner moon is bright, and you are as vast as all of it. a witness, a presence, a boundless field of being. Rest here, inside this vastness, inside this quiet truth, inside this freedom that needs no permission. You are unbound, you are spacious, you are whole. Stay here for a few breaths more, letting the vastness settle into your bones, into your breath, into the quiet center of your life. This is your inner freedom, always present, always reachable, always waiting for your return. Now, come back to your breath. Soft, steady, open. Let your awareness settle, like dust falling through a beam of morning light. Slow, gentle, inevitable. I invite you to look within, quietly, honestly, tenderly. Ask yourself, which habit, which pattern am I ready to release today? Say it inwardly, without force, without fear. Let the question echo, like a bell fading across a valley. Let it reach the deepest chambers of your mind. A small space opens. Clear, unoccupied. A sky within the chest. Wide, blue, silent. A place where wind can pass without leaving a trace. Rest in that inner sky. Feel its emptiness, its calm, its gentle permission. Inhale, simply noticing. Exhale, letting something fall. Nothing dramatic, just a natural dropping, as if your breath were a soft stream, carrying away an old leaf, effortless. Feel the relief that comes when you stop gripping, when you stop arguing with what already wants to leave. Let the next breath deepen that release. A slow inhale, opening. A slow exhale, surrendering. Notice the mind becoming clearer, like a lake after the wind has died. Flat, reflective, serene. In that stillness, images settle, thoughts soften, emotions drift. You begin to see your inner world with new transparency. Nothing distorted, nothing rushed. Your breath becomes a quiet light, soft, colorless, pure, spreading across the inner landscape. With each exhale, feel old tension thinning, fading into spacious air. Let your awareness move like wind passing through, touching everything, holding nothing. This is the practice of letting go. Simple, honest, kind. Let a small intention rise now. Not a demand, not a rule, just a seed of new choice, a lighter way, a gentler path. Whisper it inwardly, I choose clarity, or I choose peace, or I choose freedom. Whatever arises naturally is the right seed. Trust it. Place that seed into the soft soil of your breath. Let it rest there, quietly. With each inhale, a small light gathers around it, warm, subtle, alive. With each exhale, the old habits loosen, like knots untying in warm water. You are not forcing change. You are allowing it, inviting it, because you are ready, because you are aware, because you are becoming lighter. Feel this moment expand, a widening from the heart, a softening in the ribs, a gentleness in the throat. The inner sky clears, the wind calms, the waters settle, and you stand at the center of it, all quiet, open, unburdened. Whatever you release today leaves room for something new, something bright, something true. You can step forward from here. Lighter, clearer, more spacious. The breath will guide you. The light will steady you. The inner sky will hold you. You are free to choose again, free to live softer, free to remain open. When you are ready, take one last slow inhale, feeling possibility rise, and a long, gentle exhale, letting the old fall behind you, like a leaf surrendering to the wind. You may move on now, lighter, brighter, more at ease. Your path begins again with this simple choice, to let go and return to the vastness within. Settle now into the final rhythm of your breath. Slow, soft, luminous. Feel the inhale, gentle, like moonlight touching water. Feel the exhale, long, melting, Like dew sliding off petals, the body softens, limbs heavy, yet weightless. The spine releases, the shoulders relax, the jaw softens, a warmth spreading through the chest. Every muscle, every cell sinks into quiet, into stillness, into ease. The mind widens, like a calm lake at night. No ripples, no echoes of old habits, just smooth, infinite clarity. The inner river rests, its waters still, reflecting the silver moon above. Every thought that once swirled now drifts away, silently, effortlessly. Imagine a lotus resting on this serene water, its petals open softly, illuminated by your inner light, peaceful, complete. Your awareness expands, touching the horizon of your inner sky. There is nothing to hold, nothing to chase, nothing to fix. You are here, in the vast, clear space, the spacious heart, the luminous mind. Take a slow, deep inhale, feeling the moonlight enter your being, washing every corner of your awareness. Exhale and feel your spirit settle, like water returning to its source, like wind resting in the valley, like the body of the lotus merging with the pond. Rest in this presence, where freedom flows, where clarity reigns, where the self is light, open, infinite. Now, bring to your awareness the gentle recognition. I am resting, I am free, I have returned home. Let each breath mirror this truth. Slow, calm, expansive. Inhale, luminous. Exhale, melting. One last time, sinking fully into peace. Remain here, in the fullness of stillness, in the spaciousness of the heart, in the gentle light of awareness. The moon shines, the lotus glows, and you are simply at home. Breathe once more, slow, soft, deep, and when you are ready, allow the breath to open, to flow into the next moment, carrying this calm, this freedom, this luminous presence. You are at rest, you are expansive, you are free. Rest here, in the glow of your own awareness, soft, luminous, still. Notice the rhythm of your breath, a gentle wave flowing in, flowing out, like silver light washing across the surface of a quiet pond. The body melts further, into the support beneath you, into the calm of your inner landscape. Every cell softens, every bone rests, every nerve hums quietly with ease. Feel the warmth of this quiet. It spreads from the chest, to the arms, to the fingers, to the belly, down through the legs, to the soles of the feet, anchoring you fully into the present moment. The mind is vast, like the sky reflected in still water, a lake without wind, without ripple. Infinite clarity stretches beyond thought. No stories, no tension, no need for effort, only presence, only awareness, only breath. Visualize the moon, high above your inner sky, bright, silver, tender, its reflection in your inner lake, perfect, whole, calm. Every inhale draws this moonlight into your being. Every exhale spreads it outward, washing away residual tension, softening the edges of lingering thoughts, melting old patterns like ice under gentle sunlight. A gentle breeze moves through your inner landscape, not wind from the outside, but a soft movement of awareness, sweeping across the surface of the lake, carrying away the smallest remnants of attachment. Every habitual pull, every subtle grasp, every quiet shadow of the past. Imagine now that the lotus in your heart slowly, softly unfolds another layer of petals, each petal releasing a little more, until the fragrance of ease fills the chest, until the golden core of stillness shines clearly, guiding you, illuminating your inner sky. Your breath is your guide, flowing like the river, flowing like the wind, flowing like soft sunlight through mist. Each inhale, an opening, each exhale, a surrender, a letting go, a soft, continuous dropping of what no longer serves. Notice how the body feels lighter, yet fully supported, as if every cell remembers its own freedom, as if every fiber is infused with the calm of the river and the gentle glow of the moon and the openness of the sky. Let the awareness expand beyond the chest, beyond the room around you, beyond even the walls of thought, into the vast inner space, a space without boundaries, a space without expectation, a space that has always been here, waiting for you. In this vastness, you may notice subtle sensations, the faint pulse of life, the gentle hum of existence, the soft rhythm of the universe moving in tandem with your breath. Do not hold them, do not name them, just allow them, like clouds drifting slowly across a clear sky, like leaves floating on a serene river. Now, reflect inward gently, without judgment, without striving. Which patterns, which habits no longer need your attention? Which tendencies, which reflexes can now rest in the river of release? Imagine each one like a small pebble dropped into the still water. See it sink, hear the soft ripple, and then watch as the water returns to its mirror-like calm. No trace remains, no weight, only space, only openness, only clarity. Your breath carries this clarity from the feet, up through the legs, the hips, the chest, the throat, the head, and out, softly, effortlessly, until your entire being is luminous, like the first rays of dawn brushing the edge of a silent lake. Sense now the fullness of freedom, the soft unfolding of unbound space, within your chest, within your mind, within your awareness. Every thought that arises, you watch, you notice, you allow, like a bird gliding over water, never clinging, never pushing, simply present, simply free. Feel the lotus again, the heart lotus, expanding, filling the chest with gentle warmth, filling the lungs with light, filling the mind with effortless clarity. Every petal a reminder, every layer a reflection of your own capacity to open, to release, to be. Now, let your awareness move outward, beyond the personal, beyond the private, beyond the small self, into the vast field of being, where all is interconnected, where all is flowing, where all is at ease. Imagine the river of your inner freedom, joining countless streams into the larger river of life, quietly, steadily, effortlessly, without losing its uniqueness, without losing its calm, its silver reflection, its stillness, its depth. The moon above your inner landscape shines across this larger river, touching everything it passes, silently, wisely, kindly, and you are part of it, yet free from its constraints, flowing with its clarity, floating in its light, at peace with all currents, at home in the stillness, at ease in the freedom. Take a long, slow inhale, filling your being with this vastness, filling your bones, filling your heart, filling your mind, and a long, slow exhale, sending gratitude to all that was, all that has passed, all that has carried you here, all that can now gently release, back to the river, back to the sky, back to the still moonlight. Rest here, in the fullness of awareness, in the lightness of being, in the quiet, radiant heart, where the self is spacious, where the mind is luminous, where the body is soft, where everything flows. Notice the final subtle pulse, the gentle ebb and flow of life within you, the soft, unwavering presence, the infinite space of your awareness, the unshakable calm, the luminous openness that has always been and will always be your true home. Breathe, slowly, gently, fully. Inhale the clarity, exhale the release, and rest completely. Here, now, you are free, you are expansive, you are at home, you are luminous, you are still, you are whole. Let the breath settle into a natural pause, soft, silent, and allow this vast, luminous, peaceful awareness to remain with you, always, as you slowly return to the outer world, carrying the clarity, the freedom, the lightness, and the deep, radiant stillness of your own heart